Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 40 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We're going to start with Filecoin coming in at number 32, followed by Lido at number 33, and then Hedera, Aptos, Cronos, Quant, Near, Protocol, Arbitrum, and then we'll end it with VeChain. What's up, Sunny Lu, at number 40. Filecoin against BTC. Here we are for Filecoin. Any clear signs of a reversal? Nope. Any clear signs of a tradable chart pattern? Not yet. We are hoping that Filecoin does something like this, right? A B, a C, a D, E, maybe, I don't know, a higher low. We're looking for a higher low, right? And this would signify that Filecoin is squeezing. If you were to count, okay, the wave is a bit off, you see. We could still dip a little bit lower, right? This whole thing could be WX, YX. No, yeah. So again, we're not really sure, for Filecoin against BTC, but we kind of like what we see. We feel that eventually, if and when Filecoin does reverse back up, it is going to be glorious because this is going to be, probably a 10x, right? 1000% is 10x. So we're looking forward to it. Filecoin against USDT. Well, we don't see any bullish reversal yet, but Filecoin against USDT, there is potential, right? We were saying, when was this? March 31st, 30th. Let's fact check myself. I was already saying that we could dip lower, right? How much lower? That's the question. We're not really sure how much lower, but right now we are dipping, right? This arrow was drawn. Let's go back to March. March is 3 months ago. March. April, May. Sorry, it's 2 months ago. Okay, let's look at it. March 29, 30, top 40. Let's go. Let's fact check myself.
Oh, before we see some sort of a...
Yeah, so I was looking through it. So this is Filecoin. We go to Filecoin, right? So we go halfway because first half is BTC. So this, ladies and gentlemen, was what I said.
So even for Filecoin against USDT, we anticipate the possibility of Filecoin heading lower. Right?
We anticipate the possibility of Filecoin heading lower.
Right, and then this would complete something like an ABCDE, right? This would be much better, to be honest. I would prefer this for Filecoin. Right, and
I would prefer this for Filecoin. And we're dropping right now. Yeah. So you have to think like a whale to be able to predict the whale's movements, right? So yeah, I still think that we're not done going down yet. Again, the expectation is that we could either hit 0.618, then we see some sort of a strong buying pressure, or we could head all the way down to 786 before seeing the buying pressure. But again, I still don't think we're down yet. If we were to head towards 786, this would be another 27%. So you gotta be very, very careful about rushing to anything for Filecoin. But we kind of like what we see. I feel like this could really be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves done. And then after that, yeah, hopefully a bullish reversal for Filecoin. Hopefully, right? Of course, things can always go wrong and we drop to 0. And yeah, of course, but hopefully, hopefully the whales hold this low. Hopefully this is the end of, the lows. But yeah, we might retest this. It's a very noisy area over here. So this will be around $3, maybe sub $4, 4, 3. Yeah, it's like not much difference, to be honest. If you're talking about, the long term, let's say one fine day we go to like $100, right? 3 or 4 is like not as much difference, but yeah, again, we'll take things one step at a time, though. And if we were to complete an ABCD, I'm going to assume that the timeline will probably be around October, the 4th quarter of the year, right? Before we see any sort of a proper chart pattern. And then 2024, that's it. We blast off. That would be the best case scenario for Filecoin. Ta-da! We kind of like what we see, but we have to be patient, right? We might have to wait until July, August, maybe September before we see the opportunity to make a move for Filecoin. Moving on will be Lido down. LDO against BTC. Here we are for Lido down. I don't like what I see for Lido down. Why won't I like it? Okay, let me explain. We are under the skinny pink line. 1, 2. That's a very nice. Okay, let's just do it properly. There's a very nice support over here. Support hit enough times will eventually break. I mean, sure, of course, you could still rally, but yeah, I think the skinny pink line is going to act as resistance. And LDO will probably be heading lower. That's my guess. That's my guess. But I don't see the mountain yet. We need to keep hitting on the support again and again and again. Then yes, we will lean towards the bearish side. But for now, things just aren't really that clear yet. So we next, LDO, BTC. LDO, USDT. We've also crossed the skinny pink line. This is not good, which means that potentially, we could be heading lower, right? We've already sliced through the skinny pink line. Sure, we push back higher, and right now we're already above the skinny pink line, but there is still danger. There's still danger. So I'd be very careful about rushing to a trade for LDO. I still remember when LDO first came into the scene and there was so much hype around it, and now where's the hype? Disappeared. So that's why when you make a investing or trading decision, you will have to be emotional damage. You have to be emotionless so that you can make true, proper, correct moves, right? Don't try not to give into FOMO, and also try not to give into fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? You want to be level-headed when you make that decision. I mean, of course, it'd be great if you have the skills to read chart patterns as well, right? You can join us on Patreon. Anyway, moving on would be Hedera Hashgraph, HBAR against BTC. Here we are, Hedera Hashgraph. Yeah, I still expect these lows to be taken. I don't know when I drew this arrow, but yeah, no. Once I see weakness, pew! Maybe this was not intended, you know. And then once I see buying pressure pushing the price higher, then of course I would disregard this, right? I mean, wicks like this exist all over, and you know, you can't be catching all the wicks. So my opinion is that once you see the wick, pew, and then there's a rally back up, and then you see weakness again, it's like, this is a setup for more downside. So yeah, even if we do rally, we always get pulled back down. So you can still see selling pressure coming in to pull the price lower. So I don't think HBAR is done against BTC yet. But I kind of like what I see because this whole thing could be a very nice symmetrical. You see that? A B, a C. I'm expecting these lows to be taken out, but not this one. And this would be a very nice potential, right? No guarantees. Potential bullish chart pattern for HBAR BTC. Again, we're just talking about potentials. We don't know what's going to happen over here, right? I mean, of course, we could get mountain ranges and we could also hit, lower levels, but we'll have to take things one step at a time. Normally, we can't really put on a trade until we see like maybe it's like 80-90% done, then yeah, probably, right? Like for example, right, HBARs, head and shoulders, right? At this point of time, let me just click the eye. At this point of time, I would not have been able to tell, what is this? It's nothing. To me, that's nothing, right? So you need to give it time to develop first. So for HBAR against USDT, eventually it developed into a head and shoulders. The moment you see it slice through the skinny pink line, this means that the bearish trend is on. Sure, we might rally back up, but you could really feel the weakness. You can smell the weakness for HBAR. And so yeah, you just have to be patient and wait for the chart pattern to reveal itself. And then eventually it revealed itself, right? And what did we get? Did we get a head and shoulders? Is this a right shoulder? Yeah, okay, let's just skip straight into it. Yeah, so what happened? We got a head and shoulders, right? Drawings back on. We got a head and shoulders. Once you got a head and shoulders, that's it. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, palm. But of course, like I was saying, at this point of time, you would not have seen it. You would not have seen it. You might expect maybe this is a consolidation and we go higher, right? As long as we're still above the skinny pink line, we remain with our bullish bias until we cross back under the skinny pink line. And then this will be like a tap on the shoulder. Hey, skinny, it's time to switch your bias. Okay, then we switch our bias to bearish. Then, yeah, you can see the timing, right? So this is where we correctly predicted Bitcoin dropping to much lower, right? In 2022, before I took a vacation for 6 months, right before I took a vacation, I made a video saying that we're going to drop very. There's a lot, for BTC, and yeah, eventually we did drop. But anyway, HBAR against USD, yeah, I still feel that more downside to be expected. Again, when was this arrow drawn? April, end of April. Yeah, so I don't think I need to fact check myself, but yeah, it's probably around 29th of April, 29th, 30th of April. And so we are falling down right now. I can already see 1, 2, 3 waves down, maybe another rally down 5. But this could also be an ABC kind of a chart pattern, right? And then we see a rally back up. My hope is that we get a very nice squeeze over here, right? But rarely you get textbook perfect chart patterns. So we're gonna have to be patient and wait for the HBAR whales to do their thing, right? There is also danger over here that HBAR could form a head and shoulders, right? So you see it. Yeah, so every week and every time when I go through Hedera Hashgraph's chart, yeah, I will always, you know, normally once you are more experienced, you'll be able to recognize chart patterns within 5 seconds. You can see, okay, this is, okay, there are some, you know, all the support and resistance levels. You could recognize the chart patterns, weakness, bullishness, the trend, whether if you're in a bullish, bearish trend. Yeah, and if you were to dip, how much lower we're going to dip. You know, after a while, you kind of get the gist of the movements of things, right? And so I don't think HBAR is ready. It's not ripe for the picking yet. Aptos against BTC. Here we are for Aptos. The hope is that same thing, right? The hope is that we do something like that, right? One thing I like about Aptos is that we're falling in a very controlled manner. If you look over here, very controlled fall. And when we rise very fast. Zoop! Very fast. Zoop! So I think it's only a matter of time that we see the next zoop up. But the question is, how much lower are we going to go? We've already passed 0.618. So the next level is 786. So, but there's no support here. So my guess is that we'll hit around 23,000. We're at 30,000 right now. So a little bit more to go. Right. Yeah, there we go. There's Aptos Bitcoin, Aptos USDT. Here we are for Aptos USDT, but it's not as cool as Aptos Bitcoin. Yes, we're falling in a very controlled manner, but I don't see any clear tradable chart patterns. How much lower are we going to go? We don't know. Again, I think as Aptos BTC hits 786, Aptos USDT might hit 0618, and then after that, stages a reversal, right? But again, yeah, there's just nothing for Aptos, not at this point of time. Cronos against BTC. Here we are for Cronos. KuCoin, hey, we also had an error over here. We're expecting Cronos to drop. Aha, because we like it. We like what we're seeing on Cronos, right? We're expecting an ABCDE. Woohoo! And after that, we break out. This will be awesome in preparation for 2024, right? Do we see anything yet? Nope. Does it have potential? Yup. How much lower? A little bit more. Considering how far we have come, I think that's just a little bit more for Cronos BTC. I don't think we're done yet. So be careful, we're rushing to a trade too soon. How will we know if it's time to, it's go time? Yeah, once you see buying pressure, go time! And after that, there's a long consolidation. Second part of go time. Round 2, this is round 1. Yeah, so no, we don't see it yet. So be careful about rushing to a trade too soon for CRO, right? CRO USDT, let's look at it on KuCoin. Yeah, it's a little bit uglier compared to CRO BDC. Could we still hit much lower? Could we take out these lows? Of course. Could we take out these lows as well? Of course. Any clear signs of a reversal? Not yet. So next, Cronos. Eventually, the opportunity will present itself, but not yet. Quant against BDC. Quant is dropping. Quant against BDC. Yep, this looks like a consolidation. Are we expecting more downside? We're not sure. We're already under the skinny pink line. Again, the moment we cross the skinny pink line, we switch from a bullish bias to a bearish bias. So would it be wise to switch bearish? Yes. Again, we don't have any targets for Quant against BDC because the chart pattern just isn't really that clear. Do we see any reversal, bearish reversal chart patterns? Nope. You can argue that maybe this is a descending triangle. Yeah, but it's not. It looks like an Eiffel Tower, but no, yeah, it's not. Quant against USDT. Yeah, we're down, but we're not exactly collapsing, right? So if you look over here, yeah, okay, let's say for example, right, this is something like a mountain range. Not exactly, but something like that. A symmetrical triangle, bidirectional, right? Usually it's bidirectional. So what happens when we break out from the support? Yeah, there's a very quick dip, you know. But this is a very controlled dip. It's very controlled. Maybe we could still rally a little bit before heading lower. But I'm expecting $67 to be hit eventually, right? I suspect that we're going to sweep the lows here, here, and here, and potentially here as well. Again, there's no support over here until here. Right on 67. We're probably going to overachieve it if we were to dip that low. But, yep, nope. I still think that there's more downside. Could there be a rally? Yeah, of course. Again, we could get something more horizontal. Yeah, something like that before we hit lower. But again, we cross the skinny pink line. The moment we cross it, we switch our bias to bearish, and we are bearish bias for Quant. And we still expect more downside. It's just that we're falling in a very controlled manner, so we don't like it, which means that there could be a strong rally coming on. So yeah, even if we do rally, I would expect the skinny pink line to act as a resistance to Quant USDT. Near protocol. Near against BTC. Here we are for near. What's happening? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very close to the end. I think we're very close to the end for near BTC. But where's the end? Where's the end? How much lower are we going to go? We're probably going to sweep these lows though. I'm expecting us to sweep these lows. We're pulling away from the skinny pink line, so there is a potential strong bounce coming on for near against BTC. But I don't see any clear reversals yet, so next. Near USDT. More downside, yeah, we're expecting these lows to be swept. Any clear tradable? Nope, nothing for near USD, so we just next near Arbitrum, BTC against Bitcoin. Anything? Nope. More downside? Yep, I will still expect these lows to be taken out. Because when we rally, it's a very weak rally. You want to see strong rallies, but it's so weak. So it makes me feel like there could be another wave lower, right? This whole thing could be an A, B, we come down for a C. See that? Do you see that? Yeah, up against USDT, but there's no continuation chart pattern, right? Very hard to put on trades for it. Yeah, same thing, right? A, B, C. Another wave lower. That's my expectation. But again, it's largely untradeable, so I would not be rushing to anything for Arbitrum at this point of time, right? Of course, we could still rally higher, something like that, before heading lower, right? Of course, we could. So, yeah, it's a no-go for me. Eventually, hopefully, but not at the moment. VeChain, what's up, Sunny Lou? Sunny Lou, VeChain against BTC. Yeah, yes. I don't know why in the world is this. There's just nothing much for us to go on for VeChain BTC. Way back in 2020, right? We actually called this. You might not be aware of it if you're new, but we actually called this, right? This was ascending. Value 1, value 2, value 3. Boom! We had a target. I remember it very clearly. It's 214 if I'm not wrong. I wish I could show you. I think I have the old video though. We called the target for 214. And look at what happened. Beautifully, we hit the target. And it was a deep retrace. Awesome, right? Awesome! Yeah, so anyway. This was 2 years ago we called this. Anyway, any clear trade? Nothing for us. Not at this point of time. VeChain against USDT. Any clear? Again, the hope is that VeChain does an ABCD, right? We've always been hoping for an ABCD. Will we get it? I don't know though. I don't know, bro. Are we? Yeah, again, I don't know. We could head towards 0.618. We could still sweep up these lows, right? But this is not a bearish chart pattern. Just because it's not a bearish chart pattern doesn't mean it can't drop any lower, right? This was a very nice descending mountain, down. Rally back up, retested the support. This is what you call a hard test, where we break back up above the resistance. We retested resistance and then we drop lower, right? Again, the moment you cross it, convincingly, right? This wasn't convincing. We got pushed back up. The moment you cross it convincingly, that's it. We switch our bias from bullish to bearish. So you'll be wise, right? Again, the moment we cross it convincingly, we switch from bearish to bullish, right? Yeah, we haven't crossed it convincingly yet. No convincing crosses yet, so we gotta be patient, right? So yeah, there we go. My hope is that we get a very nice accumulation reversal bullish chart pattern over here, right? That's the best thing that could happen for VeChain, right? Usually when a bearish trend ends, it goes sideways for a while before going back up. So I hope that this is the sideways for a while before it goes back up, right? Bearish trend, sideways, up. That's the hope, But of course, it's not as simple as, what you think, right? Again, you can argue that in the past, sideways before up, right? But this is sideways. You see how volatile it is, right? So hopefully this is more calm, something more tradable, right? Again, no guarantees, and VeChain could still drop much lower. So be very, very careful about rushing into a trade too soon for VeChain. All right, boys and girls, I guess that's it for today's top 40 crypto tea. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Ta-da!